Money Mondays. I'm Timolin Langan. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for commenting on the videos. Guys, thank you so much for your support. I am being featured on other people's channels. People are asking me to be the keynote speaker for various events. And I've got another television appearance coming. And I am so grateful and thankful to you guys that you all are getting something from this. And I am so happy to be able to deliver this to you. So thank you for letting me come into your world for just a few minutes on Money Mondays. Awesome, guys. I'm just going to give a moment to people to come here in the chat. I can't quite see who's here at the moment. For some reasons, I just can't see, guys. Sorry. But welcome. Thank you so much for being with me today. I just want to talk a little bit about what's happening in our world and to share some money lessons that will help us get through this pandemic, this coronavirus, guys. The coronavirus pandemic has forced hundreds of thousands of small businesses to close. Since the mid-March onset of COVID-19, hundreds of thousands of American workers have lost their jobs and more are expected to come. It is estimated that this global showdown has cost the world's economy at least $1 trillion already in 2020, and this is not including the human, mental, and physical suffering. So here are 4 money lessons learned in a COVID-19 climate that I think will help us working people worldwide. Number 1, guys, we've got to develop a digital mindset. Digitalization is official now. It is indeed the new normal. Digitalization is the process of using technology, social media, and more in our physical world to work, to play, to live. And I must admit, in this world of public education, many of us were taken by surprise to see that online teaching and technology in the classroom have really become the norm now in the year 2020. When the coronavirus hit in March, school districts throughout California asked most staff, including teachers, to work from home for the next 2 weeks and then return to work. However, remote learning went from an initial 2-week period to an extended period of 2 months. The 2-month period continued throughout the summer months, and now it's including the opening of the fall 2021 school year, with no definitive time frame or given as to when we will return back to a regular normal classroom setting. Teaching via Google Classroom, Zoom, and using YouTube and other forms of social media is becoming the mainstay of instruction and curricula, while still relying on the traditional textbooks and methods and state and district approved standards. And the field of education is not alone, guys. In this new environment of working from home, it's becoming normal and a seemingly normal and global practice. Companies like Facebook, Twitter, Google, and more seem to say employees can work from home indefinitely. It is the new way of the world. Working from home indefinitely may just provide the best opportunity for you and I to take the very next step. And the question for the next step is, how can we be financially savvy in this new world, this new financial world? So the second step that I want to talk about today, and if you've followed me for any length of time, you've heard me talk about developing multiple streams of income. And I am a huge proponent of multiple streams of income, and COVID-19 has confirmed and narrowed the time frame of what we've been hearing about in the workplace for years. Long gone, officially gone, guys, are the days of job security. 30 years employment, pension plan, medical benefits, and then you retire. Coronavirus is making it clear to us working people worldwide that having streams of income is mandatory, not optional. Regardless of our generation, whether you're a millennial, a Gen X, a baby boomer, we must all think about having multiple sources of income as the new normal. Thank you, Ruby. Welcome to the broadcast. Welcome, guys. I see some names here. Thank you all so much for joining us. So we are all witnessing the fall of what I thought were world-renowned and stable businesses. COVID-19 has seemingly come out of nowhere and revealed just how vulnerable we all are, but yet we are also equally resilient. Hey guys, we're still here. And I do believe we are about to see new technologies and innovations unlike anything we've seen before. So tap into your bent and get busy. New millionaires are being made and about to be made. And the third thing, you guys, hi Colette, welcome to the program, Twin Flame. Thank you all for joining me. Welcome. So we're talking about the lessons learned in this COVID-19 environment. And I just got through talking about we are living in a digital world. And the number 2 was the importance of developing multiple streams of income. And number 3, we need a plan B, C, and D, guys. Keeping this same vein in mind of being fiscally sound and seeing that corporations and people are going out of business and filing for bankruptcy, that took us for a loop. There were some companies that I thought, oh my gosh, they'll be here forever, and they're no longer with us. So when we see these business entities and that we thought would never fail, let alone struggle to stay afloat, that is a clue to us working people everywhere, working people worldwide, that we too have to be very savvy with our financial affairs. I listen to business creators and thinkers frequently, and I've often heard them say, people who can read trends and shift on a dime are the ones that thrive in times of adversity. And I have learned a couple lessons the hard way with my investments. And thankfully, I had the resources, Big Mama's wisdom to see me through some challenging times. Big Mama has always said, you need to live for today, but have a plan B, C, D, and E for the future. And lastly, I'm going to close with just this one more main lesson learned. Welcome, Colette. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Colette. I see you. Lastly, guys, 4th lesson learned in a COVID-19 climate is to maintain a rainy day fund. And I'm going to close by going into more detail because you guys know that I love my Big Mama, and she has shared with me the wisdom that has gotten me to where I am today. So love. You guys have heard me say, where would we be without praying grandmamas? I know where I would be. But one of the things Big Mama told me, she said, and it can be summed up really clearly by a Marvin Gaye song, say, one thing I know for sure, there will always be taxes, death, and trouble. This I know, baby. So what COVID-19 has revealed to many of us is that we have to restructure our finances in such a way that enables us to live below our means and save for that proverbial rainy day, the proverbial 4 to 5 months, rainy months. And in my book, Mind Over Money, How to Live Like a Millionaire on Any Budget, I give you 40 plus actionable items that you can take right now to restructure your budget and be strategic with your current resources and stretch the money you have now. So please go to the website for more information, livelikeamillionairenow.wordpress.com. And in closing, guys, I want to say thank you so much for joining me. And I also want to just give a great shout out, because if you've been following me for a while, you know that I think that wealth is definitely about having enough money and resources to live the life of your dreams. But it also involves having those wonderful, wonderful people in your life. And I think the greatest lesson of all that I've learned through this COVID-19 climate is that my friendship bonds have deepened, and those connections with friends have grown stronger. So I just want to shout out all of the loved ones in my life: Sarah, Victoria, Tom, my life group, Miss Allen, my millennial friend here who helps me with all this technology, Jennifer, Cy, Nicole. These are people who have been staples in my life for decades. Cynthia, Brenda, I love you guys. Trone, I love you all for joining me. Thank you, Twin Flame. Thank you, Colette. I will see you all next week. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you go to livelikeamillionairenow.wordpress.com, I cover these topics and more in greater detail. You can see the blogs and all of the things that we've got going on here, as we really and truly want working people worldwide to live like a millionaire now, even in the midst of COVID-19, guys. I'll see you all next Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 4 p.m. for those of you who live right here in Los Angeles. Good night, guys. Bye.